Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss. Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
Durant, no good. All alone. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Going inside, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And it's in there. Durant's got his second basket.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Here's Murray following the bucket by the Bucks. And there's the drive. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
And here comes Horford leading the fast break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now Murray following Durant's three-point attempt. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. KD looking around. Out to Hardaway.
And cat-quick reflexes there. Jordan sees that play and jumps all over it. Terrific defense.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance Bucks. They can make a big difference.
Plenty of space. Yep, it counts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Hardaway with the steal. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. Durant for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. KD's got 7.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
And it's good for 2.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks. Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And here is Jordan following Kyle Kuzma's 3. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
and not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Durant. He's got 7.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Spears. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
Milwaukee, 17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
And Turner throws it down.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Murray. And it's good from the elbow. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you, Kevin.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Durant. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Here's Spears. Still without a basket. Murray, no good.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
And Spears pulls it down. To the middle. Here's Messi. Pass to Spears. Here's McGowan's, guarded by Kuzma. Stolen by Jackson. A deep 3 from Durant. They get the rebound. Pelicans trailed by 7. Murray left side. A shot by Messi, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. And Green gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
They grabbed their own miss. Outside for Jordan. Clock at 6. To the inside. Queen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Back to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Porter, such a terrific athlete, making it look easy as he takes off and jams it down.
One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
Here's Jang after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Here's Green. For three, Portis. Al Horford with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Poole looking it over. And the jump by Horford.
Few bigs are better in the two-man game than Al Horford. He can pop out for the shot, or he can roll to the rim, too, just like you saw there. Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Pelicans getting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Now, here's Jordan. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, Jordan's so crafty in the pick and roll. He's unpredictable and hard to stop in these situations.
6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Horford. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we wrap up the first half. Bucks ahead. They lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Bucks leading by 7. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And the basket is good. Murray's got 8 points.
You know, that's a shot some teams are willing to give Murray. The more he knocks it down, the more dangerous he'll become.
Here's Kuzma. Inside. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And it goes down 2 points. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, guys, you've got to be more aware of Murray there. When he's aggressive like that, he can cause problems.
Here's KD. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Bay sets a screen. Floats one up. And again, DeJounte Murray. He's got 12.
Well, that floater is a shot Murray's had his whole life, guys. The first time I saw him back in college, I could tell right away, instantly, what a great feel he had for that shot.
Pass to Jordan. Jordan gets it to go inside.
The touch on Jordan's close-range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
It's stolen. Kuzma pulls it in.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Queen. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that one's good by Porter.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Porter. 6 points for him. And Portis throws it down.
Slam from Portis. Impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Messi with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Poole up top. Offensive rebound. Here's Messi. And he banks in the layup.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Pelicans with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Poole. There's the pick. Pulls up from the corner. A putback. The second effort. Messi. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. And Yves Messi picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution for your
outside Porter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Poole. Here he goes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Poole's got his second bucket tonight.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Fires away from way outside. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pelicans trailed by 9. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Al Horford is a really high IQ big guy. I mean, he also does a little bit of everything for this team. He's extremely valuable.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Hardaway. Outside Durant. Shoots over Bay. Kuzma. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you've got great confidence as a coaching staff when the ball's in Durant's hands. And you can see why. He knows how to make good decisions out there just like that.
Here's Jordan. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bucks leading by 9. Durant wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. Hardaway with the steal. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Jordan. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. To the paint. And a dunk by Horford.
Boy, you got Murray running the pick and roll. The timing is going to be right on time every time.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Jordan on the attack. Good on the shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pelicans trailed by 5. Pass to Horford. Back to Jordan. In the corner, Horford with it. Shot clock at 5. And there it is for him. Horford's got 6 here in this quarter.
Part of what makes Horford such a really good jump shooter is the fundamentals and mechanics, but also his confidence.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 5. A 17-footer. Jordan pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now Horford. Outside Jordan. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Pick by Horford. Takes the 3. 3. Good.
That's why Horford's out there. He's a weapon, and you've got to pay attention to him. This guy can bring you baskets in the clutch.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Screen by Durant.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. And so Poole will bring it up for New Orleans. And it's sent back by Turner.
Turner using every inch of his length to protect the rim. Denied.
Drained from outside.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And you can sense Poole lives for the moment, hitting big shots with the game on the line.
Now Durant. And it doesn't go. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
It's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so the Bucks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the